Hello, and here we are doing some equipment rerolling with the 2AM Syndrome podcast. I'm your host, needless to say, and here we have Luciel.
Hello.
So yeah, we're gonna be doing some equipment rerolls.
Gonna gamble your life away.
Well, I'm gonna be gambling my
We're
anvils
using.
away.
Oh yes,
My anvils.
your anvils. Your hard worked anvils.
I know, right? But I love this feature because I remember when I was first rerolling equipment, I didn't even know about this auto stuff. I was manually clicking each rerolling each stat manually. You know how painful that is?
A lot of
Spamming your
waste your
freaking
time.
yeah, it's a waste of time. You're spamming your mouse, clicking, just clicking, 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 clicking. I found out about this just randomly looking because I saw that repeat thing down there, like just randomly. I was like, what does that do? I wonder. And I clicked it, and it was like the whole reap, and I just looked through it a little bit. I was like, oh, that's what it does. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god. I've been wasting so much time equipment reroll when I could have just done this. I was like, oh my god, dude. That hurt.
Oh god.
But yeah, I'm glad I found out about this. So now, let's talk about some stuff. How was college?
College is amazing for me. I will admit it's a lot more busier. Well, yeah, it's very different from high school. Let's say it's a bit busier than high school for sure. Since us two were both taking 18 credits, um, 5 classes, but 6 including a lab. We're actually both taking like so many similar classes. We're both in discrete math, micro, and stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so technically just those are just 2 math class, like all 3 are kind of math classes. While micros tend to be a bit algebra based, but school
Well, discrete math
pretty tough.
isn't really math. It's Boolean algebra. That's what discrete
Y-
math is.
Yeah, but it's mathematical logic.
Mm-hmm. It's like the crit damage for perfect roll. So yeah, discrete math is like it's like the second iteration of like the math of like the second like version of math ever used. That's what I
Mhm.
remember my professor talking about. It was yeah, it's just Boolean algebra proofs and using logic to solve problems, and it's like discrete math is what calculus is to physics, as discrete math is to like computer programming and software development.
Yeah, this is obviously a class that all engineers and computer science students have to take.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually, well, in my university, it's a co-requisite with computer intro to computer science too. I don't know, for your school, is it after your second CS class?
It could be taken at the same time as taking your second CS class. Although I took my second CS class first, and then I'm taking this afterward.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what you're like. You're learning Boolean algebra right now, which is not a topic that our university has touched yet. It's going to be the second to last subject, but I do know a bit about it because I did learn it from IB in high school. It's pretty much just like the algebraic logic. Like, yeah, you deal with proofs and you deal with like variables, has like discrete values. It's either P and Q. That's like the false and true, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have the functions, expressions, and identities and such. While you're also learning set theory, which actually kind of ties in with Boolean algebra. Because set theory, like you also learn like the laws, like the De Morgan's law, associative law, the 0/1 law. It kind of ties with it, you know.
Mm-hmm. It
Yeah, but
does.
just in set theories, you kind of just like focus on like the theories involved, like in what counts, like what numbers are counts in a set and what are in an element.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not.
So
Yeah, it's also, I wouldn't say it's not hard, but it's like it's one of those classes that if you don't get it, you need to spend a lot of time to understand it because it has a hard learning curve in my opinion. Discreetly.
Oh yeah, it's a big learning curve. It's definitely not like a class you can just jump in with and be like, wow, I'm confident, and I believe I can just pass
Mm-hmm.
because it has a lot of like thinking. Like
Oh
when I
yeah.
thought, yeah, because like during the first unit, I thought like, okay, this class is like so easy, just stuff I learned from high school. But once I touch onto the second and third chapter, the quiz got so much harder, and yeah, this is very difficult. I even consult for help.
Mm. I haven't gotten there yet, but uh, like I haven't gotten there yet, but like to the part like I guess where it gets a lot harder, but
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it'll happen eventually.
Oh yeah. Like what we're learning right now are like the functions, sequences, and relations, which I definitely think this is so much easier than mathematical induction. Where in mathematical induction, like it's like a technique you use to prove each side of a statement. So like you have to prove like that the left side of a statement is equal to the right side, and you have to prove it for every number after. So like k plus one, and like k plus two and k plus three, like every number that's after that number. So
Mm-hmm.
there's like a basic step and like a induction step.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of just plugging in numbers involved. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically just making the left side equal to the right side and just using different types of label. Essentially, you're doing steps based on laws that you learn, and you do steps based on laws that you learn, and then you have to label each step that you do and saying like what essentially what law you are using to is prove your step. So you're not just like making up a step. It's not
Right.
hard. It's just you need to memorize it, and then again that learning curve. But
Yeah. Would you say CS is worth to pursue?
yeah, for anyone who's willing to sit in front of a computer for 12 plus 16, 12 to 16 hours a day, maybe even like maybe every hour of the day you're in front of a computer because it's just essentially your life. Sure, if you like doing that, yeah, do it, because why not? You're already doing it anyway. um
Oh,
but
sorry.
if like I don't know, it, for me and you at least, we spend most of our time from the computer anyway, so it's like not that much different than like.
That's true.
Mhm,
Me and you, we can go like 20 hours in computer.
mhm.
We binged a whole anime before, even for Cass.
Oh yeah, back in
But we
the
ended up
day.
getting like 4 hours from it, right?
No, I think it was more because like we watched the entire like all 24 episodes of Doctor Stone.
Yeah, but we only got a certain amount because we spent a certain amount of that time writing the reflection.
So it was like what? Let me get on my calculator. So it was like uh 24 minutes per episode times 24 because there are 24 episodes. I think there are 24 episodes divided by 60. We got like I think 7 hours from it. I'm pretty sure because
7?
8 hours, 7 to 8 hours from that. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
it was around there. If worst case scenario 5 hours, but still I know we got at least a good amount of hours from it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think a common like misconception for computer like scientists is that I wouldn't say you're at the screen like your entire day. You're not like seeing 12 hours, right? Because they actually have a lot of leisure time. Like
Mm-hmm.
even if you just like watch like the programmers, like it's actually one of like the best jobs in terms of like leisure
Work
time
balance
and
life.
work. Yeah, work balance life, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you do need to commit a very long amount of time to your computer screen. But at least the thing with computer science is that in most projects you're not working alone. Like you're gonna be working with like three other people. So that's why like every one of you like you guys make a function and then you all come back to the int main. But obviously you have to discuss like what you want to
Well, that's C++.
like how you want to approach. Oh yeah, C plus plus.
But yes, you're essentially working in a group of people most of the time. But another challenge about C++, well, not C++, programming, the career programming or software development, is that you need to keep up to date with like whatever the new types of languages or the different types of packages used in the different languages. Like, for example, Python is always getting different types of libraries and packages. Even also R. R is like what the literally, I think it's the best language
For data,
for statistical analysis and data.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always evolving. There's so many packages. It's because there's people all around the world working on these specific packages and updating them with coming up with new functions, new functions that just make it better, right?
Yeah.
That's and Python is used for mostly what, artificial intelligence, machine learning, things like that.
Yeah, machine learning, computing,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
And Python. Oh, sorry. You go.
I was just saying it's a very interesting career path, but we need to be sure that you want to go down that path because it's a commitment.
It is a commitment. Yeah.
But yeah, that was our rant.
A lecture.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace out, I guess.
Peace out.